A tense exchange erupted on GB News when presenter Emily Carver accused economist Jonathan Portes of being very patronizing during a discussion about Labour's economic performance. The confrontation occurred after Portes corrected Carver's assertion that economic conditions had deteriorated since Labour took office. When Carver claimed it's got worse, Portes responded that's quite wrong, stating that real wages are growing quite healthily at the moment. As Emily countered with concerns about rising inflation and unemployment, Portes asked that's because inactivity is falling, you know that right? This prompted Emily's sharp rebuke, you're very patronizing. I appreciate talking to you and I appreciate you coming on, but that's a little bit bossy, don't you think? Portes admitted yes to being sarcastic but insisted we need to get the facts right. The Economist explained that whilst unemployment had risen to 4.7% in the 3 months to May, employment had also increased. He noted that the average rate in which people had jobs is slightly up and that inactivity amongst those out of work due to illness or disability had fallen slightly. Official figures showed unemployment at its highest level since early 2021, with payrolls falling by 41,000 during May. The data emerged following Chancellor Rachel Reeves' April increases to national insurance contributions and minimum wage. Portes acknowledged the government faced a real set of challenges but maintained they shouldn't pretend things have got worse since the last 15 years. He argued that whilst taxes had risen, this was unfortunately necessary to fill the fiscal hole and taxes will have to go up again in October. Carver challenged the effectiveness of Labour's tax policies, arguing that national insurance hikes are a tax on jobs that could discourage business growth and hiring, potentially leading to reduced tax receipts. She highlighted concerns about the government's partial reversal on non-dom tax changes and the risk of billionaires potentially moving their assets to different countries. The presenter also pointed to VAT on private schools, noting that some institutions had already closed. These choices aren't as simple as, you put taxes up and you get more taxes, Carver suggested. Portes disagreed, stating generally, it is that simple. Putting taxes up has generally led to us having more tax revenue to spend on public services. He acknowledged uncertainty around non-dom taxation but maintained that the government has to raise tax revenue in order to pay for public services. The Economist defended the necessity of tax increases, arguing there was an agreement austerity has damaged public services and that funding ultimately has to come from us, the people who pay taxes. When Emily suggested middle earners would bear the burden, Portes dismissed concerns about wealthy individuals leaving Britain. He expressed skepticism about anecdotal stories about the odd millionaire coming or leaving, adding I don't tend to believe these anecdotal stories. Portes even suggested that some millionaires are moving to the UK to escape Trump, I read the other day, but we have to take these stories with a pinch of salt. He maintained that fears of a billionaire exodus were overstated and shouldn't deter necessary tax policies.